Hey guys, it's Kevin again with Mix Coach. This is another episode of the Mix Coach Minute brought to you by Mix Coach member. If you really want to become a great, well-rounded mixer that is surrounded by the coolest community that I am aware of, check out Mix Coach member, okay? New song every month, tutorials for those songs, mix feedback, and a great community. So check it out when you get a chance, okay? I have a question today from Maximum Love. Coolest name ever. He's asking which frequencies to put in the lead vocal and the chorus, and I'm assuming you mean background vocals when you say chorus and not section of the song. It could be just a different the way we say things here versus in the UK or Australia or whatever, but he says he wants to know what frequencies to put in the lead vocals and chorus. Maximum, or can I call you Max? It really makes a lot of difference what the vocal. There's a lot of things at play here. I don't know that I can just tell you which frequencies without hearing what it is. I'll tell you the general frequencies a little bit later, but I want you to concentrate on a couple of other things first. Having a good mic and having the vocalist execute a great mic or even a good miking technique, or the way you're capturing the vocal, makes a lot of difference. If you sing too close to the mic, it's gonna sound muddy and boomy most of the time, unless you're going for that effect. You're gonna have little things like P-pops, proximity effect. Sibilance may even become more of an issue. Mic distortion might become more of an issue. Gain staging is going to become more of an issue when you get closer to the mic, because here's one thing to think about. And I know that I've covered this on other videos, but every time you half the distance between a mic and the subject, the volume goes up 6 dB. So between here and here, when you close it to here, that's 6 dB. That's another 6 dB. And that's another 6 dB, and we're not even on the mic yet. So proximity effect, volume, gain staging, they all come into play here. So I would have the singer sing about this far from the mic, and make sure you got pop filters up, and keep them from putting plosives in the microphone. That makes a difference. So the mic, and don't go spending a ton of money. Just use what you've got, and learn to use it better. Another thing to keep in mind is that if you are consistently not getting good vocal sounds, it may not be the mic, it may be the vocalist. You remember a few weeks ago, I talked about where great bass tone comes from. It comes from fingers, and it comes from the player, and then it comes from the bass, and then it comes from the signal chain, but it starts with the player. Same thing with getting a great vocal performance. It starts with the singer. I've recorded some high-profile people that you would have heard of, and the thing I've noticed is that I could have put an SM57 in front of them, and as a matter of fact, I did one of them, and or as an SM5 or an SM7. It was an SM7, SM5. It was an SM57-ish kind of mic, and the guy sounded amazing on the microphone. I could have put a U47, and it might have made a little difference, but not much. It starts with the singer and how they resonate, their vocal, how well they can work a microphone. I have noticed that singers who are very well seasoned in the studio, they will do as much work as you're doing to get their vocal sound right. In other words, they know that there's a sweet spot when they get close to the mic. Remember, I told you about doubling the distance or halving the distance for 6 dB of difference. So if you're here and you're singing in the mic and you know how to sing past the mic to keep the plosives from happening, then this makes 6 dB worth of difference. Whereas if you're standing back here, this doesn't make any difference at all, hardly. Maybe a half a dB. So having a great singer sing into a average mic or even a mediocre mic, you'll get a better result. So if you're not getting the result you want, Max, try a different singer. If it's you, have someone that has a great singer, has a great voice, to come into your studio, just so you can see where the standard is. And if the problem is you, or if it's the problem, could be that your singer doesn't capture, and then it's up to you as a producer and as a great recording engineer to subtly and very coach-like work with your singer and get the best, not only the best signal chain, but the best performance out of them. You don't want to bog them down with information, but you definitely want them to know that they are as beneficial or as crucial to you getting that sound they want and the sound you want. They are just as important as any $1,000, $20 mic, $10,000 mic. They are more important than the mic is. So work with that. Now, you wanted to know frequencies. I'm going to tell you frequencies, at least the ones I know, okay? I found that the body of the vocal happens around 300 to 500. Usually, if it gets muddy, it'll be in the same area. You can add a little bit of chesty sort of sound at about 300. But what I would do is set the cue really narrow, and then move it around until you hear the warmness come in. Usually passion happens at 1K. If you want it to sound like they're singing harder, usually you can add a little 1K to it. If you want it to cut through a track, usually run 1K, 900 to 1.5, usually right around there, gives it that intensity. Usually definition happens between 3K and 5K, and usually air happens around 10K. So I hope that helps, Max. I will see you tomorrow. Be sure and check out MixCoach Member when you get a chance. Bye.